Alright, welcome back, guys. Today we are going to take a look at a classic Queensryche solo called Empire, from the song Empire. This is the main solo by Mr. Michael Wilton, still with the band after all these years. Now obviously a totally reformed Queensryche with Mr. Todd LaTorre on the lead vocals. But they still got Eddie Jackson on bass and Michael Wilton on the guitar. So they've got a couple original members still left. And I'm not going to get into the debate about any of the Queensryche drama. Today we're just here to celebrate this great solo from a great song, really. I remember the first time I heard this was on MTV, actually. Saw it and heard it, and was blown away just by the cool factor of Jeff Tate. Man, he just looked like this cool, almost Indian almost. You know, he just had this look to him, and the whole song, just the lyrics, and the song's got a lot of space in it, like just, you know, hold the A chord, and that vocal just soars right over that. It's fairly complex in parts too, so at some point I'd like to cover the song itself, to take a look at it and look at the riff and all the other stuff that goes on. But today we're focused solely on the guitar solo, and we'll get to that in just a sec. If you're new here, or if you are just curious, you can check down below and you'll see a link to my Patreon page, and that's how you can get the tab and the Guitar Pro and the jam track for this lesson and many, many other lessons. I think I've got 100 plus video lessons up, and it's growing just about every day. And if you're looking, when I do these YouTube videos, I'll make the tab available in the Guitar Pro, and sometimes backing tracks and other cool stuff too over at Patreon. It's a great way to support what I do and make sure that I can continue making these videos, and also a great way for you to get your hands on some really cool stuff that I don't offer anywhere else. So thank you very much for checking that out. I've also got a free gift for you guys. It's called 5 Blistering Licks to Light Up Your Fretboard, and it's just a nice cool collection of licks in the style of Eddie Van Halen, Randy Rhoads, George Lynch, and a couple others, and I think you're going to dig that. Right down below in the description box, my free gift to you. It's a free download. What else? That is it. We're in standard tuning here for this lesson, and if you care, my signal path today is I'm running right through a Kemper, which you can now see. It's I'm actually using a cool JCM 800 style patch for this, and it's actually based around the band TNT. If you guys know TNT, it's a cool. I think I got this from Live Audio or Live and Ready Audio or something like that. Can't remember the name of the brand, but this one sounds pretty cool to me. So I'm using that tone, and this is obviously my. Well, maybe it's not obvious if you haven't been around, but this is my custom Chub Tone guitar, which I've been using quite a bit lately, and it's great, and it's simple, and I love it. So anyway, standard tuning on this. We're in the key of A. It does briefly move to D minor for a few bars, but or mainly in the key of A. The chord progression kind of goes like. Okay, so all that's kind of A minor, and then here's where it goes. This is B flat chord here. E flat, D. So here's where we're in D minor. kind of makes its way back to A minor. So if you're thinking about scales on this, the first part is A minor, pentatonic, A natural minor, and then it briefly goes into D minor, and I'll tell you when that, when we're looking at the notes, I'll tell you what that means in terms of scales and stuff. Let's get started. So we're start out at the 20th fret, and it's a bend on the B string up a whole step. You can add a little vibrato there, and then you pick it again, and then low and release it, pull it off to 17. Then we're going to grab 20 on the high E string, and then 20 back to 17 on the high E, and then bend 20 up a whole step twice. So all that together. Okay, and then it's going to be this pentatonic run. Kind of a common sequence. That's 17 up to 20 on the high E. Back to 17, then 20 in the B, 17 high E, 20 B, 17 B, and then 20 B, 17 B again, 19 G back to 17 B, and then 19, 17 G. Here's what we got so far. And it ends on 19 on the D string. So that's your root note, the A there. Here's what we got. And then it does this. So we're gonna go 19D, 17B, 17G, 17B, back to 17 on the G. So you kind of roll your finger there, and then bend 19 up a whole step on the G, release, pull off, back to 19. Okay, and then we're going to do this run. Cool little run that kind of moves down the neck in A minor. It's so it's 17, hammer on to 18, back to 17, pull off on the B string, and then 19 on the G, 17B, and then 19, 17, 19, 17 on the G. Start moving down. That's 16, 17, 16. Let's see, 16, 17, 16. 14, 16. 14, 12, 14. So that's the whole run right there. Because here's what we got so far. Now it's the B flat chord. So here's we're gonna briefly go into D minor. There's this run here, and actually I was watching some live footage of Michael playing this, and he actually does this. But I'm gonna do it this way. I played it this way on the demo, and also the tab has it this way. So I'm just gonna play it here. I'll show you the difference is just is that I'm just playing this note, which is a B flat. That's your 11th fret on the B string. I'm playing it here at the 15th fret on the G string. So instead of doing this, I'm doing this. It's up to you. Doesn't matter really how you want to do it. And then it goes. That's 13-12 high E. And I don't remember if I spelled this out for you. It's 15, 13 on the B, and 15 G. Let's repeat that. Then 13, 12 on the high E. 15 B, bend that up a whole step. Release, pull off, back to 15 vibrato. We got this. Now you can play this as octaves or single notes. Let's just look at the lower note here. It's 12, back to 10, back to 9, back to 7, up to 9, up to 10. So all slides here. Pick. Or you can add the high note, which is the 15th fret in this case, and down to 13. What I'm doing is picking them both and then sliding them, muting the note in the middle on the B string. And I think that's how Michael does it. Okay, very cool. And then the ending. So we're going up to 16 on the B string, 15, and then bend up 17 on the G a whole step. Release, pull off, and back to 17 on the G. So then go 17 on the G, 15 B, 16, 15. So this time you're going to go. So that's 18, up a whole step, bend, pick it, release it, pull off to 15, and pick it again, and bend it up a whole step. So we got this from the top. And we play 15, 16, 15. And so this is kind of like a pickup bar here. 15, 16, 15, and then the bend from 18 on the high E up a whole step. And instead of coming down pentatonic, so it's like this. So it's coming down the scale. It's 18, pull off to 15 on the high E, then 18B, then 15 on the high E. Then it's going to come down the scale, 18, 16, 15. And then 16, 15 on the B, and it ends. Now, I think Michael does this. He bends 16 up a whole step. On the demo, I did this. Just bending up 17 a half step. So again, if you do bend up 17 a half step, make sure it's a half step. Otherwise, you're going to bend out of key. If you bend it up a whole step, it'll sound like this, which would be horrible. I just kind of like the way that half step sounds there. And it's a little easier to bend with the ring finger. But by all means, if you want to do it where you're bending up 16 a whole step, be my guest. All right. that's it. That's the whole solo. Once again, if you want the backing track for this, as well as the PDF tab and Guitar Pro tab, just head on over to the link down below for Patreon, and you'll find it there, and a whole bunch of other cool stuff. So I hope you enjoyed this. It's a great solo by Michael Wilton. Great song by Queensryche, Empire. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time. Rock on.